Okay, I am live on Instagram Live. I am here to share with you a remarkable human being that I'm so excited to introduce you to. I am going to give myself a minute before I bring on Emily Fletcher. So Emily, if you're listening, give me a minute. I just want to start I always begin by addressing where the planets are today because I'm an astrologer. And every one of these lives, my promise is to inform us of what is occurring in the sky, because that is my job. So before I bring you on, today the moon is in Aries, the sun is in Cancer, it's a perfect square. I don't know if you know what that means. The sun is in Cancer, it's water. The moon is in Aries, it's fire. They're conflicted. Actually, that's what Emily Fletcher has in her chart. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But here's what's going on the planet right now, and I want to just name this because I've got an active audience. And thank you, people on Instagram Lives, for you being here because it means the world to me. I am literally a mother, not just of my children, but of my planetary presence here. And my job this life is to keep my hand on my heart. It's an emotional day. You can't stop crying. It's not a surprise. We should all be crying. Not one person on this planet shouldn't be either feeling depressed, anxiety, confused, or feeling really scared. So Emily's going to come on in a moment. Emily, make that request again in just a moment. Let me just start by saying it's natural and human right now to be disturbed. What you're going to learn, oh, there's Ashley Turner. What you're going to see with Emily Fletcher is her gift. She has this crazy gift, and we're giving you an invitation to a free event about activating the emotional body in the healthy fashion. But can we just first have a minute of saying, whether you're in menopause, hello, Ashley Turner, whether you're in the middle of depression, hello, emotional body, whether you're dealing with political overwhelm and you stopped watching the news because it's so disturbing, hello, everybody. Can I just say out loud as an astrologer, it's no surprise at all. We knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. I was born for this. Can you all say it out loud with me? I was born for this time. And I'm not the girl that's going to ride over and go to the high road and go to spirituality when the truth is our planet is suffering. It's not just America and the government and how we can't stop talking about a pedophile. Like that's what's fixated. It's not just what's going on in Gaza, that there's actual genocide occurring on Earth in 2025. It's not just what's going on in Ukraine. Why do we leave that out? That this beautiful country of Iraq and Iran and Ukraine, beautiful art and unbelievable people have been completely disrupted because there's guns and bombs and we live like that? Can I just say it out loud under the sun? In Cancer, how much I care, and the moon in Aries, how pissed off I am that we pretend all day long like it's not happening. Let the tears come, Dominique. Let there be tears. I can cry with a thought. All I have to use one word to start to cry, and that's refugee. How dare we let people be taken from the streets because of this color of their skin? Please, I can't talk about it. So what I do instead, that the wound, I love that. It's a deep spiritual wound we're working through collectively. Right answer. Instead of crying about it, what I've learned to do is I stand still. And I didn't leave out Sudan. Thank you so much. And Syria. I don't want to leave any of it out. What I want to do before I get to naming all the pain body or bypassing it in some spiritual way and we're going to go off to another world and make it all better. There's the world in between that we're sitting in right now. Yes, there's unbelievable hell that exists on earth. And yes, I and my good friend Emily, we know how to tickle ourselves and turn on the lights and pray for the future. I just did an Emily workshop that happened. I had a dream about it. I woke up in the middle of the night 3 times. I called her on the phone first thing in the morning and I was like, you're not going to believe this. But I dreamt about you last night 3 times about a workshop. And she said, well, that's funny. I just signed a contract in Colorado Springs. Would you like to come meet me? And I went. And I got to see her alive, her Ziva magic in person. And I'm telling you something right now. You stop the bus. It's the way that we prevent the fixation on the negative trapdoors of the human condition that are rampant. It's the way that we don't bypass into going numb and scrolling all day and going on Instagram and doing all these crazy things we do, which is whether it's microdosing or working our heads off or being depressed or what all the million things we do, what's in the middle of the movie where the bypass is actually healed is, let's just do it right now, putting our hand on our heart, taking a deep breath. Let's do it. Breathing out love and repeating these words. I'm the healer. I've come to planet Earth to be the healer in the middle of a crisis. That's my job. All of you watching this right now, I want you to join me. I don't want to do this alone. I need you. Just do it once more. Deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Breathe out love. Fill up the whole room with love. You become the healing agent. You become the one that fills up the room with love. Feel the voice of the heart space that I'm using. And if you need to cry because you're sad, or if you're anxious, or if you're feeling like a failure, or if you're busy scrolling around inside of the internet like so many of you are right now, that's perfect. As long as you have your observer on and you can stop. Take a deep breath. Let's do it again. And breathe out love. I am the healer. I came here. And when I met Emily Fletcher, I was like, look, I'm not alone. She is Cancer rising. Her mother instinct of helping our planet is intense. I'm going to invite her in a moment. But I want you to hear this right now. We are living in times that are unnatural. They're obviously way high voltage. We've got 5G, 6G, 7G. I have tinnitus. I feel the constant stress. You're feeling it. Stop and stop scrolling. And listen to me. You're not alone. You ought to be emotionally distraught. Stop pretending it's okay. It's not okay. Let's be real. And then let's put our hand on our heart, take a deep breath, and remember that you signed up for this. It was a contracted agreement. And I'm going to give you an invitation. It's so exciting. With Ziva Magic, I'm inviting all of you in this room for free. Get ready. I'm looking for it. I'm going to bring my girl in here. It's called Magic Maker, July 22nd. Now, will you, Emily, request that I let you in again so I can push the button and you can share with us the medicine? This woman was a 10-year Broadway dancer in New York City. She then woke up inside the dream after playing the game with so much style. And then she became her Cancer rising self that was a healer. And now she's teaching. Here's Ziva meditation. Let's see if I push it. Can I invite you? Add as moderator. Confirm. We asked her to come as a moderator, so she's going to join me. Please don't leave. This woman has the gift, and she gave it to me, of future pacing a new world. Because while I spoke to all of that, what I just said, if you hit the button with the camera, if you hit the button with the camera, I made you a moderator. If you hit the button with the camera, if you hit the button with the camera. Okay, there's the button with the camera. That didn't help. Help. Emily, if you turn off and start again, and I continue to say to everyone, don't go anywhere, stay right there. There's 125 people in here. And when you come back in, you can make that request, because I saw it when you first got here. And I will cancel moderator, but I'm going to tell you that I'm removing you as moderator. There you go. And now I'm asking you to come on and go off. You guys, can we talk once more while she's getting back on? That she is in no uncertain tune. Here she comes. Yay. When I finished my workshop with her, that I woke up in the middle of the night, got invited to her, and we did one of the meditations that you're going to get during this free immersion, she reminded me of what I already did, but I didn't ever know I did it. She set me in place with my dreamer. She gave me back to my future. She reminded me of how to change the story. But really, I've been so different since I met you.
That makes my heart so happy.
Okay, I'm going
We
to tell
need
you.
your medicine
I'm
on the
going to tell you
planet.
a secret that no one knows.
Okay, let's hear it.
I've met someone.
Like dating?
And that's what I was praying for.
Yes. Deborah, thank you for sharing your secret with me and these hundreds of people on the internet right now. Oh my God, that makes me so happy.
That's what your system, that's why I'm telling people, because I want them to come join you for free on July 22nd. So there is a process called Magic Maker Live. It's a
Yeah.
3-hour activation, and that's what she did to me. Because listen to me, you guys, I'm going to do it again. She's Cancer rising. She's this Aries, this crazy wild double Aries. The sky today is you.
Yes. That's
I mean,
crazy that you said that. You're like
it,
Moon, Aries, and what is it? What's the?
Cancer rising. Well, the sun is in Aries
Oh
and the
yeah.
moon's in Cancer, but it's your flavor. And
Yeah.
so, for all of you listening, listen to me. There is pain. I'm not going to ride over it. I know everyone's so spiritual in their new age, and I don't give a fuck about that. This is a very, very painful time in history. I'm almost 70 years old. I've never existed in a time that this much stress. I've never felt so scared for my family.
Mm.
How many of you, if you just stop, it's not my ego. Deborah's doing great. Deborah's business is running wildly. We're teaching people astrology all over the planet. That's not my point. My point is there's people in the streets that don't know where they're staying tonight. That's ridiculous. There's
Hmm.
people that are afraid to go out of a building, my best friend, because they have a Spanish speaking voice and they're brown skin and they're scared. That's my best friend having to close the doors. She walked in the building and they said, please close the door. I was like, she couldn't, she was like, why? And they were like, we have undocumented people in here. We don't want anyone to know. What planet is that? What world in 2025 were we afraid to go for a walk?
Yeah. Fuck that.
Fuck that. So now plan B. Enough of that. I'm so sick of that because I live with it all day in my heart. What you did for me in our
Hmm.
event that I dreamt of,
Hmm. 3 times.
I mean, who has a recurring dream 3 times at night? What was I going to do? I call her up at early in the morning. She's like, well, that's funny. I'm doing a workshop at the Garden of the Gods. I was like, pick me.
You came, you brought so much magic to that retreat, and I'm so,
You
yeah.
changed my life. So let's go back to the Ziva thing. Guys, this is how you're going to do it. It's in my bio. There's a link. You just put the word magic right now on our Instagram live, and we will send you the invitation. And people that are watching this know that I'm not full of shit. Well, I was full of shit, but I had a cleanse for 12 days last month, and you wouldn't believe what came out of me.
Well, I think it's important that we bridge the gap for folks of like we're talking about the outrageous atrocities in the world, and then we're like, hey, come to Emily's free event called Magic Maker, and I think that it might not be clear, like it could sound a
Well,
little
no, I'm trying to
bypassy.
say there's
Yeah,
a bypass that skips the
yeah,
whole thing, and there's the middle land where Ziva Magic lives, where you do the work inside of yourself to make the difference to change the world. Did I
yes.
not say that?
Well, that's the piece. I just want to like I think that's the piece that people might not understand of what we're going to do on Tuesday. Because I just posted a reel of my vacation. I took a vacation. I've been teaching Ziva for 16 years. I've been working my face off. I'm a single mom. I've been dedicating 16 years of my life to raising consciousness because I believe that we cannot solve the problem at the same state of consciousness with which it was created. So I'm using my personal gifts to consciously design happiness, to do the thing that I think I'm uniquely suited to do to shift reality. Anyway, I posted a reel of my vacation and I got attacked of like, how dare you? You don't get a pass. People are suffering. Genocide is happening. Your soul needs redemption. And I was just like, and like me 2 years ago, like would have crumbled, would have gotten fight or flighty, would have gotten defensive. And I was like, thank you for your passion. Thank you for your care. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Thank you for your empathy. Please join me on Tuesday. Like, this is exactly why I have 15,000 people coming together on Tuesday. And we're going to drop into coherence with ourselves and with each other. And we're going to collectively hold a vision for our version of heaven on earth. And I'm not here to tell you what that looks like. I'm just here to give you the space to remind yourself what heaven on earth feels like
You
in your
did
own
it.
fucking body.
You did it. You did. So can I just say the word
Yeah.
magic, you guys?
Yeah.
That's what happened in my time with you.
Yeah.
I forgot. Because every time I have this black book that I write every single day down and for the last 25 years, I have 25 of these big black books with my unbelievable practice of staying in the future with my black book and future pace. I didn't know till I met you. I future pace. I look ahead 2 or 3 months. I set up the stream in my mind of what I'm going to feel like as I go do these things.
You
So
write it in your calendar months before.
I write
Like it's like
yes,
what
yes.
month are
It's
you writing right now?
well, I'm looking into September. I am fully dreaming
And
September
like
into.
what, so like on September 17th, what's going to happen in your world? How are you going to feel on
Well, I
September
have the
17th?
exact. This is when I fly out to San Francisco for a book signing. But what I do in my mind is before I get there. This is what you showed me that I didn't know I was doing. So I do that thing you did. She put us into an altered state, and she is. This woman is a New York Broadway dancer who did a performance live time, but it was spiritual. And she
That's
set
pretty
us
much
up.
it. I'm basically doing like priestess one woman show.
Yes. She said, so so first I was a little cautious. You guys might be too. What's magic when you're talking to a, cute little, beautiful, beautiful woman? And then I did the dreaming and I began to realize I constantly in my life of magic, what I've done that you echoed is I set up the future by dreaming it in place and I put in the emotional state that I'm not willing to tolerate anything less than peace, calm, delight, sensuality, delicious, colors. Like I am absolutely a fully embodied. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm like Sting looked at me one day when I was working with him and he said, "You're the wisest kid I've ever met." I
Oh,
never
well
let
bragged.
I've never let my kid step off. So I
Amen.
future pace with my kid. I use the wisdom, what he said was true, of my kid to spice my life with
Mm.
whether that's
And
essential oils, whether that's a bike ride, whether that's a big long hug, whether that's the
mhm.
best dinner. And I have no guilt cards. I don't carry any get out of jail free cards. I don't need them anymore. That every single day of my life, I must be the embodiment of what you taught us in Ziva Magic. Like, how do you prepare? So you helped me with that man because I didn't, truthfully, I was kind of giving up.
Mm. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, Deborah. You
And then
deserve so
I
much
pretended
love.
I was like, I'm with Emily Fletcher and she's a double Aries and she's future, sun and moon are in the ninth house. She's giving me this new world. I'm going to go for it. So I did it.
I'm so happy for you. What's the best part of the relationship so far?
Deep listening.
Mm, mm, hot.
The hottest thing I mean, it's my highest value. So back to July
Yes.
22nd, a free, it's literally 3 hours, you guys. You
Yeah.
carve out the time. You
Yes.
jump into her
Carve.
session. It's free. And you
Yes.
get the direct experience of setting the stage while you're still in your shit and while you still see what's the bad planet we're on. And then you come back into the middle land, which is your point where Ziva Magic lives.
Hmm.
She inherited so much wisdom from her practice of meditation, which is another thing I like about him. How sexy is that? A man who meditates. And then she taught me how to how to change my.
So here's what I want people to know is that you can bring all of this heartbreak, you can bring all of this outrage, you can bring all of your sadness and your fear and your overwhelm, like all of it is welcome at this session. This is not going to be love and light. Okay, what we're going to do on Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, is that I'm going to drop you into coherence with yourself and thousands of other people. We already have 13,000 people signed up. You guys, there's probably going to be 5 or 6,000 people live in coherence. It's like we're going to make a huge antenna, and that I'm gonna walk you through the Ziva Magic formula, which is visualize, alchemize, magnetize, right? So I'm going to drop you in. I'm going to remind you, like, what the fuck did your soul come here to do? And to Deborah's point, you chose to be here. Like, your soul chose this time, chose this body. It's not an accident. So we're going to tune in. Why did your soul come here? What is your dream? What does heaven on earth look like for you? And then perhaps this is the most important point, which is linking this like devastation with magic. Like, how could you get to pleasure? How could you get to magic from this place of distraughtness? We don't just bypass there, okay? We go into it. I get you to find in your body what part of you does not believe that you're an energetic match. Like you said, Deborah, you were brave enough to notice that there was a piece of you that was giving up on love. There was a piece of you that actually was like, I don't believe it's true anymore. And we go in and we find that thing and we love it. We love it into wholeness. We let it be witnessed. And I believe that trauma witnessed in community can be transmuted. And we transmute these little blocked pieces that are not an energetic match for our dreams, which includes our own personal ones and our dreams for the collective. And then we allow them to be witnessed. And we're going to go into sacred movement. We're going to go into sacred rage, sacred sorrow. We're going to dance it out. And then here's where things get awesome. We're going to alchemize it with your pleasure. Now, that might sound wild, and a lot of you might be like, I can't go from depression to pleasure. Yes, you can. I will walk you through step by step. I have done this with thousands and thousands of people, and we're not going to skip it. You're going to find that as you go into whatever is real, whatever is true in your body, if that thing gets witnessed and expressed, just like Debra said, the best thing about this relationship is the listening. When someone is witnessing you in the truth of where you are, there is ecstasy in the expression of that. And we're going to fan the flame of the ecstasy of that expression. And that ecstasy is going to transmute your suffering into bliss and pleasure. And from that frequency, you will magnetize your version of heaven on earth. And we will do that together. And we will call in heaven on earth, because your suffering is not fucking helping. Your suffering for other people's suffering is not helping. If my neighbors across the street are fighting and beating their children, me beating my son does not help. But me loving my son, me holding so much light, me loving my neighbors, me being in a frequency of generosity and creativity, it fucking helps. So stop doom scrolling, stop complaining, stop shaming other people for being happy, and turn on your fucking light. Sorry, I'm getting riled up.
It
My
makes you
double
want,
Aries is like lit up
it
right
makes you want to cry. Yeah.
now. I
So
am crying.
you write the word magic, you guys, and this is who you're going to be sitting with, and she's really living this and doing it, and it's contagious, and I got it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You're doing it. Like, I am a single mom running a company. I have been through like a death portal. I am not like, I know I have privilege on privilege on privilege. And I'm just coming through a really gnarly death portal. So I've had to practice this
Because where was
medicine.
your progressed moon?
Oh, it was in Scorpio. I was doing it. Yeah, my progression was in Scorpio, and I didn't know it till I met Debra. And she was like, "Oh, girl, everything died. My company, my identity, my relationship, my dog, like it all died." And so I have had to practice this myself because I've been going through this death portal. And right now, the planet and our
But it's in
species,
Sag now. Hello, you passed the portal.
it's so good. Now it's so good. But right now, the planet has been diagnosed with like stage 4 cancer, and we get to either. Well, I don't know if it's stage 4, but
Oh,
like,
no, no, it's stage 4.
okay. So it's
It's
like,
stage 4. If you watch anything to do with AI, you guys, I hate to be the downer. All I'm going to tell you is when you, without going into the details, is it stage 4? The word magic is going to give you the link. It's free. It's 3 hours of alchemizing, of emotionally releasing, of seeking pleasure and transmuting. That's all I need to say. It
yeah.
worked. And I am so, I was scared to say this out loud because it's just been, anyway, scary and real, and pinching myself, and God, that was Ziva magic where I did the last dreamscape. I do my future pacing my whole life, which is why I've been successful and why I love my company and I love working with the women, and I have such a beautiful life because I do what you taught.
Mhm.
I knew I was emotionally retarded way back when I was young because my family they just displayed such confined emotional expression. So I learned how to cry, and I've learned how to release, and then I didn't know, except till I met you, I didn't know that I could use pleasure, which I secretly was doing, but I didn't know. So I,
Well,
so
here's
I
the
had all
crazy
the
thing.
formula. I had the code. You share the code. And so I want to finish this by saying there's no excuse for you guys not to carve out a free 3 hour session with Ziva Magic, better known as Emily Fletcher.
And even if you can't make the full 3 hours, just sign up, come. We'll send you the best bits. Like, we'll send you the parts that you need afterwards. But this is gonna, wherever you are, if you're like, I'm on fire, I want to amplify my dreams, amazing, come. If you're like, I am in the gutter, I don't even know what I want, come. If you're like, I'm so enraged, I can't even think about my dreams, come. I will meet you where you are. We will walk through the process together. And then if you feel inspired, those of you who are like, I want to dive deeper, I want to get this in my bones, you'll be invited to join me inside of a 10-week container called Ziva Magic. So Magic Maker on Tuesday is a 3 hour workshop. We're going to all get together, and like, yes, it's an invitation to join my container, but like Debra said, like, I am a Broadway performer who is also a priestess, and I'm not going to waste this opportunity to have thousands of people raising their hands and saying like, I want to make magic on the planet. And just one quick story. I got to teach at Colibri, this beautiful festival in Greece 2 weeks ago. And there was 1,000 people there. By the way, they hired me to teach meditation. So they put like, come do Ziva meditation, rest 5 times deeper than sleep, which is what I usually teach. And it's amazing. But I was like, oh no, like Iran is bombing Israel, Israel's bombing Iran. We're on like the brink of nuclear war. So I get 1,000 people doing Ziva magic. They're all using their pleasure to pray, like holding a vision for the planet, breathing, singing in a circle. We make this antenna in the middle. Everyone's literally dedicating all of their pleasure to heaven on earth. An hour later, they announced a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. So I'm not saying we did that, but I'm not saying we didn't. Like we played our part. We put our drop of bliss and pleasure on that planet in that moment. And I think that imagine right now a billion people dropping into meditation and then praying for heaven on earth and feeling that in their body right now. And then imagine right now a billion people scrolling through Instagram and looking at all the horror and devastation that's happening on the planet. Like, which one of those two realities do you think has the ability to shift it? Like, which one of those realities do you think is going to birth heaven on earth? What we put our attention on grows. So choose wisely. Put your attention on that which you want to grow. Water the flowers, not the weeds. Your attention is being commodified right now. Okay? Your pleasure has been also commodified. And your pleasure has been shamed and put underground. And you've been told that your body is a sin and that your pleasure is a sin. And that has been very on purpose. Just like psychedelics have been demonized, so has our pleasure. And there is a reason for that. Because when you reclaim your body and your pleasure as holy, you plug yourself directly into the divine. You remember how creative and how powerful you are. And people who are creative and powerful are very hard to control. And right now, I don't want you to be controlled. I want you to have direct access to your own pleasure and divinity.
You're like a walking electric neon sign that says magic.
Well, I'll tell you my new theme song is feel good, place the order, feel good. Feel good, place the order, feel good, place the order, feel good. And I would say that choosing to feel good in this climate right now, in this environment, is a radical act. And when I say feel good, I don't mean bypass. I don't mean putting a happy face sticker on top of a gaping wound. I mean doing whatever the F it takes to reliably and sustainably feel good. And often, if you want to get to heaven, it means crawling through hell, right? Like it actually is through the facing of the deepest, darkest pain that we alchemize that into the richness and we compost that into the richness of our
That's what
heart.
just happened to me. I just did a 12-day cleanse and all the shit that came out of me turned me into a glowing machine.
You
And
look
it's
like
all because I let
grounded,
go of all that.
radiant.
Who knew I was so full of shit? Okay, I'm sending you so much love. I'm hanging up now. We are right at the hour. This was such an honor. Thank you for everyone being in this room. And the word is magic. If you want information, it's on the 22nd. It's a 3-hour free opportunity. There's then a class that's going to follow up that I strongly encourage you take. In the meantime, so much love for you. You're like a favorite toy store, but how do we get there? I might be coming to New York in September.
Come visit me.
I'm
I
going to
want
come visit
more
you.
Deborah in my life. I love you. I love you. I'm so happy for you. I'm calling you later because I want more details on this
I know, I
app.
got to tell you the